Blastazard1 here again, and today we are going to be talking about Pokemon X and Y again. But instead of the worst Pokemon of Generation 6, we are going to be talking about the best Pokemon of Generation 6. So if you haven't seen my worst top 10, you can watch it after, or you can watch it now instead of watching this one. But I'd just like to recap on the rules. First of all, I only have one Pokemon per evolution group, so no others. And I don't count megas and I don't count extensions of the Pokemon. Alright, let's begin. Really quick, I'd like to bring up some Pokemon that didn't exactly make the cut for the top 10 but still need to be brought up because they are amazing. And that would be Hawlucha for being the first fighting and flying type and an awesome takedown masked wrestler. Like, we needed this, Luchadora. And then Noibat and Noivern also were amazing bats that we've never had in a while. And then Sylveon, I thought it was an extension of Eevee, so I didn't put it in, but it's a cute fairy type, and everybody loved it. Number 10. Number 10 is Tyrunt and Tyrantrum. Yes, the two T-Rex Pokemon, because when I got a choice of the Jaw Fossil or whatever that other Pokemon was, I chose the Jaw Fossil because I knew it was an awesome, cute little T-Rex, and then it evolved into an awesomer T-Rex. Who wouldn't want that? We needed a T-Rex, the king of the prehistoric age. I love fossils. This was a good Pokemon. Number 9. Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash. Yes, the sword Pokemon, which when I first saw it, I was like, what? What are they making Pokemon into objects? And everybody was freaking out. But it was really awesome. The idea of a possessed item that is a ghost type, and I love the typing, and then it evolves into two swords, so I was like, what is it going to do? Evolve into three swords, and well, bam, it evolves into a sword and shield. And that's just awesome because just holding the sword and shield and switching from forms is great. And I don't know, this Pokemon's just amazing in typing and everything. Love it. Swords, yes. Number 8, Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Talonflame. And when I first saw this Pokemon, I was just like, ooh, no, because I thought it was just one of those normal flying types, so I just thought I could wait. But no, it's a flying fire type, and I really like that. It's kind of like a Phoenix type. I know we've had it before, but it was cool to get that at the very beginning. And Talonflame is amazing. It's so fast. It's so useful in battle, and I had it in my team of 6, so I thought it deserved a spot at number 8. Number 7, Xerneas. Now, with the addition of the new type Fairy, this was the perfect representative for the legendary Fairy type. It's hard to bring down. It's got that moonlight and everything like that. It's everything that is good about Pokemon is what this Pokemon represents. And with the new graphics, it looks very amazing. I like it a lot. I had Pokemon X, and the whole video with that was great. Number 6, Yveltal. Now, I had Pokemon X again, so maybe this is just me being like, oh, I wish I had that, when I'm really not grasping the fact that Xerneas was awesome too. But Yveltal is just everything dark and just evil, and it's a perfect match, the two, that they are opposites of each other, and I just liked Yveltal. It looked really good. It has its own special move. It's everything dark, just like how Xerneas is everything light. It was a good combination of the two. Number 5, Pancham and Pangoro. And I had this Pokemon in my party, and I was raising its levels up, and it never evolved. And I realized its evolution, or I just had it with me, and I had a Frogadier, and it finally evolved, and I was like, sweet. And then I looked up the evolution later, and turns out it needs a dark type to evolve, and I like that kind of under the influence kind of thing. And we needed a panda Pokemon, just period. Spinanda did not cut it. I love this Pokemon because it's dark fighting, that's a great type. And we've never had a Kung Fu Panda that's so original. Maybe. Number 4, Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja. When I first saw Froakie, I didn't really like it that much. It didn't interest me because I thought it was going to be a fighting frog. Much to my mistake, it was a dark water type. And as it progressed, it was Frogadier, and the second evolutions came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." And then Greninja came, and I didn't see Greninja coming till the very end of the game when I fought one of my friends, and it was just a Ninja Frog, and I love that. And it had water shurikens, and it was amazing. Number three, Gumi, Sliggoo, and Goodra. When I was playing the game, I ran into Gumi, and my first thought was, what is this thing? And it turned out to be Dragon, and again, I was like, what? So then it evolved into Sliggoo, so I thought it was just going to be a giant snail, but instead it turned into Barney the dinosaur. And I know it sounds like I'm ranting about this Pokemon, but it's so good in battle that I can't blame it for its lackluster appearance as a dragon type because it can learn so many moves, it can take a lot of hits, and it's just an overall pretty good Pokemon. And I liked it. It was the representative of the dragon type. It was a good Pokemon. Number two, Chespin, Quilladin, and Chestnut. As soon as I saw the Gen 6 starters, I immediately hopped on the Chespin bandwagon. This thing is so cute. It has a little green hat, and it brought back the green starters where it needed to be. And then it evolved into Quilladin, and a bunch of people complained about it because it turned fat. But I was like, man, this thing is even cuter, and I thought it was awesome, so I still stuck with Chespin. And then Chestnut. And again, everybody said Chestnut was lame, but I just think it was unexpected. And it's kind of like an acorn shell because that's what this Pokemon is. And I really like that. It was a good Pokemon, and it had the spiky shield, and I love that move. So, yep, Chespin all the way. Finally, my number one Pokemon is Litleo and Pyroar. As soon as I saw this Pokemon, I was like, oh, sweet. It's a little lion that's fire type, and it has the little thing. And if you have seen the movie Lion King, I grew up with it. I watched it several times when I was a kid. This was like a Simba for me, and it evolved, and I just felt like its own Timon and Pumbaa, and it was just beautiful. And I was just like, yes, yes, Simba. And it was good at attacking. It had the noble roar and Katy Perry's song Roar. Just everything was going for this thing. It's a fire lion. I love this Pokemon. It's adorable as Litleo. It's majestic as Pyroar. Male and female are both awesome. Just everything. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for watching, and if you could give me feedback if you liked it or didn't like it, things you didn't like and things I can change. Also, coming soon, I have a Generation 5 top 10 best and worst Pokemon, and I'm doing a top 5 Mega Evolutions as well. See ya. Blastoise 1 out.